Welcome back, viewers. You're still watching The Press and we're reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. We've now been joined by our guest, Habib Gajo, who's a public affairs analyst and also a BDC expert. You're welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you today. In fact, there are lots of conversation that really concerns you today, but I'm happy you're here anyways.
Yes.
All right, viewers, this is also the segment where our phone lines are now open for you to call in and join the conversation. I know a lot of you have been waiting, so we're actually right here right now, so you can start bringing those calls on board as we dissect all of the stories on the national dailies this morning, particularly those ones that have been very recurring and the one that you think is really, really touching you. So right about now, we're starting with the minimum wage. We know there's a lot of conversation around minimum wage, but right now it's taking a different toll because Labour kicks as FEC steps down memo demands consultation. Now they say failure to discuss memo giving room for speculation, NLC tells government. Now they're expecting that the memorandum of understanding that they had with tripartite committee should have been what would still be discussed. But now they are hearing other conversations like the president wants to consult with governors and organization of private business owners.
Yes.
So these are conversations that are on ground that have become the biggest deal right now when it comes to the minimum wage conversation, because the president said it's not something he can do alone. He would need to get the opinions of all these people. Do you think this is a good idea or a bad idea? Is this something that they should have done in the first place instead of going to sit down and plan this without all of these organizations? But let me quickly take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Mr. Ayorinde calling from Ifo, Ogun State.
Mr. Ayorinde, you're welcome to the press. Please join the conversation.
I would like to contribute on the minimum wage.
Great.
Okay. Now the problem that from our perspective is not the minimum wage.
Okay.
Right. But you see, the problem is the purchasing power of our currency now. Now, even the labor are getting for 250, 60,000 or so. That is not the problem. You see, our money has lost its value. Right? You see, giving the labor even 300,000 naira is not the solution.
Okay.
The solution is that now look at the economy. The economy is collapsed already. 300,000 naira for a family man in Nigeria today. At the way things are going.
But the CBN governor states otherwise.
Hello?
I'm with you. I can hear you.
Okay. So what I expect the labor to do is for them to put pressure on the government to stabilize things.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Giving the labor the money they are getting for will not solve the problem. It will even lead to inflation.
Okay.
It will even lead to inflation. But look at the economy. Look at our naira has lost its value.
Okay.
So the problem is not increase the minimum wage. The problem is let's look at the purchasing power of our naira.
Okay.
So that is what I think the labor should be.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Mr. Gajo, I had asked you earlier about the fact that the president wants to meet with this category of people to discuss with them before deciding on how much the minimum wage would be. And then our guest is, our caller just called in to talk about the purchasing power of the naira, which means that he is also of a different, angle to this minimum wage. Let's get your thoughts on all of this.
No, it's the same angle with the caller. You understand?
Of course.
Because when you have a bad economy, you understand?
Yes.
Bad economy in the sense that of high inflation, weakening of the currency, and a lack of other social amenities.
Of course.
You understand? And cost of production and so on. You understand?
Yes.
Definitely, it will affect the wages.
Definitely.
It will affect the salaries and wages. Though the former Lagos State governors, Governor Babatunde Fashola was telling us minimum wage is different from salary. You understand? Wages are different from salary. But in whatever you take it is still the same.
Okay.
So for the federal government to step it down.
Yes.
And now opt for...
That's the memorandum of understanding that they had.
They had. Now trying to bring another stakeholders, because there are stakeholders.
Yes,
the governors and the private sector organizations are also stakeholders. They are also employer of labor. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So definitely their input will make sense. You understand? But for the way Nigeria will not understand this is because already the governors have already kicked against the 60,000. They said we are paying 50,000. We can afford 50,000. We cannot afford 60,000. So already the aim is being defeated. It should have consulted the governors and the private sector before coming up with that 62,000 or 61,000. You understand?
Yes.
But now the aim is already defeated. That is why Labour is raising alarm that.
Oh.
You understand?
Yes.
So they have already kicked against it. So whatever you kick against, definitely it will give a negative meaning. Though the president or the presidency may have a good intention of doing that, you understand? Maybe they want to bring them on board. No, you have to accept that so that we move on. You understand?
Absolutely.
But due to they have already kicked against it, so people will now give it a different meaning. But honestly, like the caller said, you understand?
Yes.
Nothing is affordable. Even if you have been paid 1 million naira today, it will not be enough for you and your family. You understand?
Absolutely.
To take care of you in a year. You understand? Because you have house rent, you have other things, you have school fees, you have so many things.
True, definitely true. Let's quickly take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please, you need to turn down the volume of your TV set or step away from it at every point you make attempt to call us, so we'll have a smooth communication. We can hear each other better. All right, so there's a statement on the Vanguard newspaper that says any amount above 62,000 will create crisis and job loss, says NECA.
Sure, it will create a job loss because there is going to be a retrenchment. You have to do that. Obasanjo did it.
Before I let you expand more on that, let's quickly take this one so you can just unbundle everything together. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Ryan from Abuja.
All right, please join the conversation. If you could be more audible so we can hear you properly.
Okay, I think I will not totally agree with you first, as well as your guest.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To your guest.
Okay, I like your opinion, so I'm with you. Can hear you.
Yes, I want to ask, as tough as it is now, everybody is complaining no money, no money. Are people not buying cars, building houses,
Of course.
making
Definitely.
investments? It means the idea of drawing all the judgment into purchasing power, weakness of our naira is not also a very perfect solution.
Okay.
Because it shows that if those people can still afford to live that high life, it means if the civil servants also have enough funds in their hands, they can do more, they can do better.
Okay.
Yes. So let the money come out. I want to even ask, this question has been bothering me. Who gives our National Assembly and our political office holders, who suggest their salary? How do they arrive at what they are collecting at the moment?
Okay.
How come they did not consult the public and they were able to get what they want? When it comes to attending to civil servants and the general public, they need to be consulting God and oracles.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution.
What is happening? How can we get this off? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. Did you get to hear what he said?
No.
Okay, he has a different opinion from what we're saying, and he says that regardless of the inflation and what we talk about with the weakness of the naira, people still spend money every day, and people are still doing things, buying cars and building houses. So his question to you is, who gave the National Assembly the guideline for how much they should earn? And when they decided on how much they should earn at this point, did they seek counsel? Did they seek public opinion? So why is it that now that it's time for minimum wage, they want to seek counsel, they want to seek public opinion?
You see, I don't want to drag this matter too long. You understand? Mm-hmm. I will answer him that the National Assembly appropriate their own budget, their own from their own budget. You understand? Mm-hmm. They spend their they now pay themselves. You understand?
I do.
So it's very clear, if Nigerians don't know, they should know that nobody fixed salaries for the National Assembly. You understand?
Yes.
They budget for themselves, they send to Ramfak, you understand, as their own monument. You understand?
I do.
They are part of those who the former Lagos State Governor was saying wages and salaries are different. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Their own is maybe wages or salaries, because you cannot determine, because everything is under the dark. As far as National Assembly is concerned, it's under the dark. They don't consult anybody. You understand?
Of course.
It's from the budget they give the president, and the president approve for them, and they pay themselves. You understand? They fix their own allowances, sitting allowances, office allowances, furniture allowances, so and you understand. So that is a different matter, and we Nigerians, we have never fought or go against what they are doing officially, in the sense that we have never.
But should we really have no say about that?
We need to have say, because we elected them. You understand? They are there for us, to make laws for us. So if they are paying themselves more than us, then we need to protest. We need to write. We need to go for public hearing in the National Assembly.
Let's get another.
You understand? We need to go against it.
Let's get another caller's opinion. Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV set, or step away from it.
All right. Let me do that.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Gift. I'm calling from Delta State.
All right, Mr. Gifts, join the conversation.
I just wanted to respond to the telephone conversation of the last caller.
Okay.
I think we have a major problem here.
Okay.
The populace itself, I'm talking about the Nigerians.
Yes.
It is very easy for us to sit down and complain about what the legislators are collecting as salaries and emolument and everything. We forgot that we actually voted these people in.
That's what I'm saying.
And just for the power for them to take what they are receiving or what they should not receive depends on us. In each of these people, these legislators that we're talking about, they have constituency offices. If you ask the typical complainant here, what is the name of your legislator, be it senator or federal or the state representative? Some of them don't even know. They only know their name. They don't even know the constituency they represent. And these people are supposed to have constituency offices that is situated in that same place that is representing you. You have an issue concerning projects that are not people-oriented, because the projects that are supposed to be carried out, private constituency project or whatever it is supposed to impact very positively, directly on the people they are representing. And then one person wakes up in the morning, he erects one pole or buy one keke marwa, and he says, this is
arm robber salary. Pardon my language, please.
Okay.
You know his office. You didn't go there. Just drop a simple letter. Okay? We did not vote you here because you should be receiving 30 million naira. I'm just using as an example. You could just go there. So if you express your mind to him, when he's going to the assembly, he knows at the back of his mind that if I go there and talk about my own salaries and the movement and other things,
Okay.
next election, I will not get the vote.
Absolutely.
Even if you are going to buy to crooked ways of meeting, you know that the people are aware now. That's why I think the first thing we should be talking about when we are talking about all this movement, the first thing is that you even know the person. If we know the person and can communicate with him,
we'll know the person.
Will negotiate his salary.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's take another call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? Good morning.
Yeah, man.
Good morning. You're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, I think we lost our caller. You can as well just call back. He said a lot.
Yeah, you said, like I said, we dragging this matter. You understand? It will go deep. Nigerians need to come up. You understand? In the sense that we didn't elect you to have this so much salary. You understand?
Of course.
As sitting allowance, but constituency project and so on. You understand? It's not in from the beginning. It was not in the shadows of the National Assembly, but because Obasanjo, the pressure of Obasanjo that their constituencies are criticizing them for not doing anything. You understand? And a job of a lawmaker, you understand,
yes,
is making the law. You understand? Not project. Project belong to executives. So the governors are doing the project and the work and criticizing the assembly members for not doing anything. You understand? Yes. They are not contributing anything. So a state governor will change senators, will change House of Assembly, House of Rep, like removing your socks or changing your cap on a daily basis. You understand? So they need that constituency project. That is why Obasanjo created that for them. You understand? So we can also write to them, to the president, and to the National Assembly Commission, and to the Revenue Mobilization and Allocation Fiscal Commission, that look, these monies are too much. Reduce the cost of governance so that we can take care of some part of the economy, or we can improve our education or our healthcare or our electricity that will benefit us, instead of paying these people salaries and allowances. Let them go back to their constituencies, start with their councillors, local government chairmen, and also state assemblies. You understand? What is affecting our own constituency? We don't have road, our bridge has collapsed. Okay, let's take care of it. We have insecurity, we have this and that, let's take care of it. It depends on your need and what is disturbing your peace and stability in your own constituency. That's what matters. Let them go back. But like I said, it's we Nigerians that will fight for that. Let them go back to their own constituencies, not in Abuja. If they have public hearing, they can come to Abuja and do their public hearing.
All right. Good morning, Chief Arroyo. You're welcome to the press.
Good morning. How was your night?
Great, and yours?
Yeah. I want to contribute to the argument over there. You see, in Nigeria, the problem we are having is that we don't have a strong institution. If we have a strong institution which is completely independent, we don't need to be saying all those things. Look at what is happening in America now. For them to have been trying a former President Donald Trump, that is to say the institutions are working. And if we have a decision, my brother and sister over there, you will see that everything will go on well. Can you imagine the executive and the House of the Senate? It is very disappointing at a stage that Nigerians are suffering now. I expected them, like Sheikh Usani said some time ago, that the money that they are earning, millions of naira in a month. I asked a pertinent question. What are they? Do they have the interest of the people at heart? This is a time that they will have said that they are going to do what I call a great sacrifice. And one thing about this government is that they keep on borrowing. Let me take you to what happened in Indonesia. In Indonesia and Malaysia, they came to Nigeria to take seed of palm oil. Yeah. Today, Indonesia is one of the leading countries palm front in Nigeria. They borrowed money. Their president borrowed money. And after borrowing the money, today they are producing 50 million tons in Indonesia of oil. And we that they took the seed from us in Nigeria. That seed is dead. Now, let's quickly go to Ajakuta. If they have the interest of the country at heart, by now our steel industry will have been working in Ajakuta, but we see that they have self-interest. Even the executive, the same thing. Or a minister going with an entourage of more than 50 cars. Right. And do you think that we can have a good economy? God bless our country, Nigeria.
God bless you too. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You're welcome to the press. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Back, Raimi from Abuja.
All right.
Just a quick one.
Okay.
I want to appreciate your analysis for being blunt in that response. I didn't want to say it initially that I know that they forget themselves and pay themselves. But I want to say this. There is little the citizen can do in changing what is happening in government or at the National Assembly. Aside from voting, had it been, we have a functioning INEC that work based on rules and regulations, we will not be here. When we say we don't need Mr. A, we need Mr. B, let them give us Mr. B, we start manipulating it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
thank you.
I am proud of my senator at the moment.
All right.
That's Senator Natasha.
Okay.
At the moment.
All right.
Mark my word. At the moment.
Noted.
I don't
well
know
noted.
What she's going to do tomorrow.
Well noted.
But I have been privileged to message her and ask you a question, and she responded. She told me she has little she can do, because I personally complain about this payment.
Okay.
How can you eat in one place and collect 30 million naira in a month, and your conscience is not judging you?
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. This is...
you see, when you have a good legislator or a lawmaker, you'll be proud of him. He's proud of his own
of course.
Senator.
But he said for now. He said for now.
Yeah, because you can't judge them. Now, going back to the labor issue with the federal government.
Yes.
The federal government from the beginning is not sincere with the labor. You understand?
Why did you say they were not sincere with the labor?
Because they know the hardship. They are aware of the hardship of Nigerians and the Nigerian workers. You understand? They are aware we are suffering. You understand?
Of course.
They are aware that they put the economy in a bad spot. You understand?
Absolutely.
Taking from 2016 to date, Naira has not breathed well. Our economy is always going down. Our inflation is going up. Before 2015, our inflation rate is single digit. Our food and other services are all affordable. Now it's not affordable.
So what are you
Before
insinuating?
school fees is affordable, electricity is affordable, water is affordable. Now healthcare is affordable.
I want to get
now
what you're
from
insinuating
2016 to date is no longer affordable. So those who are in the power from 2016 to date, they are aware of our predicament. You understand? So they need to do something. Buhari refused to even listen to the labor talk more of adding their wages or reviewing according to the law. He violated that law. That government violated that law. You understand? Had it been Buhari has implemented the minimum wage, the increment of the minimum or review of the minimum wage, today President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not be here where we are today. You understand? Going forward, now, look at our education system. Back and front. Today they will say this, tomorrow they will say that. And this is the promise they promise Nigerians. You understand?
Absolutely.
The student loan. Today they are saying, no, we have tertiary institutions.
State-owned.
No, they started with only tertiary institutions.
Yes.
Now they backtrack again. Only federal universities. The federal universities that you refuse to pay their own salary, the federal universities that you close for 9 months, 1 year, the federal universities that are fighting for their own right and the right of the education of Nigerians, that you banned and created a parallel ASU, are the one you were saying that you will give, you will honor in your own loan. What is the criteria of even getting the loan? How are we sure that this loan is there? Has the money been appropriated? These are the questions Nigerians need to ask before even asking. And
you know, I listened to.
But look at the excuse they gave.
Okay.
Just when the excuse they gave is that the state government or governors or tertiary institutions, whatever they call them, that they did not give a sufficient data.
So that they can add
sufficient data
of the students.
So,
yes.
So it's a flimsy excuse.
But it's just on a pause for just 2 weeks, according to them. Just 2 weeks.
It will reach to 3 months or 2 years.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Father from Kwadi.
Welcome, Father. Please join the conversation.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I'm greeting the guests.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You see, the problem we are having is unfortunate that many elites don't reason that way.
Okay.
Even if they give a worker 2 million, this money is not going to solve any problem to any Nigerian. But today, the only problem we have is that fuel problem. If you give me 2 million, a model of Gari goes to 1,500. Are you helping me?
At all.
You are not helping me. The only problem our elites should go back to is to meet the president to bring back that fuel subsidy issue. That is the only problem.
100% correct.
If you are talking of, hello?
You are
Yes, we can hear
100% correct.
Yes. If you are talking of minimum wage, the people that are not with government are more in number. So what are we talking about?
Yes.
That minimum wage is just to me a waste of time, waste of resources. All those contestation is saying that it's going to consult this and that. To me, I don't see any rationale behind it.
All right. Thank you.
Why can't you bring back the minimum wage? The moment minimum wage is down,
Subsidy.
Give
Subsidy,
Nigeria 30,000. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
So we shouldn't be talking about all this. Now they are spending money on infrastructure.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's give other people the opportunity to also voice their opinion. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume of your TV set or step away from it. Hello, please turn down the volume of your TV set or step away from it. No, you can call us back, but please, each time you try to call, ensure that you turn down the volume of your TV set or step away from it. You can't listen to us and listen to yourself at the same time.
Now,
thank you.
Father from Kwaliba,
yes,
he has already expanded where we are going to the economy, direct. You understand?
Absolutely.
When the president removed the subsidy, he has not checked the foreign exchange rate.
No.
He didn't do that. He didn't check our inflation rate, our forex reserve, you understand, our debt, you understand, and so on and so forth. All these indices were not checked, and the subsidy were removed, and everything escalated. At the same day, everything escalated. So this is the beginning of the problem, and that is why today Nigerians cannot afford anything, and that is why he said if you are even earning 2 million, it will not be enough for you. Even the president himself knows how much he, as a president, spent on daily for his needs outside his own allowances, and you understand.
Absolutely.
We are. This is a rooted problem. The other caller that called and said Malaysia and United States of America is all about institutional. This is a long-term decade that the democracy refused or did not taking care of it. You understand?
Yes.
During the military, our institutions are too weak. You understand? That is why you have we have all these issues. You understand? Economic issues, like he mentioned, palm oil. Palm oil, it was not stolen, it was given on economic bilateral with Malaysia.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
They need to be paying us royalty. You get what I mean?
Of course.
They need to be paying us royalty. But because it was during the military, there is no law to guide that or to develop on that economic bilateral relation. You understand?
Absolutely.
It's just like you are buying technology. You have to pay. This our SATCOM that Obasanjo did, that we are benefiting today. We are free to air. You understand?
Yes.
We have so many things. We have internet and so on and so forth. We are paying those who did our SATCOM royalty. It's just like our mining system. Those who are mining supposed to pay the state government and the federal government royalty. But what we are seeing, they are being called illegal miners. You understand? So all aspect of our economy has a multidimensional issues. You understand?
Absolutely,
so
I do.
We need to strengthen our institutions. If you want to try whoever is wrong in Nigeria, you can try him. But recently, the president had increased or proposed the salary of the judges. Nobody raised alarm. Increase the vice president and the president. Whether it's proposed or it's been implemented. Nobody said anything. You understand?
Of course.
But as it comes to an ordinary worker, ordinary servant, whether in public or private, or civil, it has become an issue. It has become a matter you would drag for 1 year. This is 1 year. From the day he took over office, this matter is on. The more he removes subsidy, the day Labour call for increment of salary or revert back to the normal price.
Old price, yes.
Old price. But today we are over 1 year dragging this matter. So why are we in this one now? Look at, come back to the foreign exchange, where a lot of things are happening.
Sorry to cut you, because you talked about foreign exchange. You know, the CBN governor said Naira volatility days are over, like the worst days are over. Do you believe that statement?
I don't believe that, you understand. He has taken a good step that crash the forex market and revive and strengthen the Naira up to 950 to 1,000 per dollar. You understand?
But that was then. It has skyrocketed again, right?
Yes, because those who are supposed to implement that are not ready to implement. You understand? Maybe, I don't know, who are benefiting from it. Those who don't want it to be, maybe the international powers or international community or the our borrowing windows don't like that price. They are not ready to come to Nigeria or to invest in Nigeria, so they decide to look the other way, allow Naira to continue crashing. Now,
what do you mean by look the other way? You think it's a deliberate attempt?
Now they created another window again.
Okay.
You understand? Thinking that that window will also crash the forex or will strengthen Naira. International money transfer.
IMTO.
You see, you don't do things without seeing result. The first one you did, we have seen result. Nigerians see result. We all supported you. We praise you. You are a good Nigerian. You understand?
Absolutely.
By thinking that no, we will not allow our currency, our pride, you understand, our strength, our power to go down. And all of the sudden, you start looking the other way and creating things, creating that, increasing, and hike. Look at the last MPC meeting. They hike everything. Look at our inflation rate. It still stood at 33. Look at the lending rate. From 19, 20, 22, now we are in 24 lending rate.
So you do not see the optimism in taming the inflation like Cardoso is saying?
No, Cardoso has done his own. You understand? He has done well. But those who are borrowing, Cardoso cannot go to International Monetary Fund and say, we want to borrow. Nobody needs his signature. Nobody needs his consent. You understand?
So what do you mean? What do you mean by those who are borrowing?
The politicians. The executive.
Politicians.
Yes.
Specify.
Okay.
Don't try to cover it. Be specific so that we will understand what you're saying.
Who is borrowing? The commander-in-chief.
Be very
Who is
specific.
advising him? Minister of Finance. Who is advising Minister of Finance? You have them. You know them. Who is telling Nigerians that we have borrowed? Is it not the Minister of Finance? You always tell us we borrow 2.2 billion. It's a soft loan. It's a free interest rate. Is that? They are the one telling us. They are the one that don't want the Naira to function. Let us kuku know that we don't have naira. If they want us to start using pounds, let us use pounds. If they want us to use dollar, let us allow. If we want to use yuan, let them allow us to. The last administration of Muhammad Buhari even called for naira and yuan currency swap. It ended up zero. Nigerians lost their investment in China and Nigeria.
All right, let's quickly.
And now this money transfer operation, it will.
Something happened in the House of Reps, and I want you to comment on it. Can they just put up the video for us to see? Now, that's a senior custom officer that slumped and died during an investigative hearing in House of Reps yesterday.
Yes.
So it begs to question, what's the place of maybe first aid? Because I heard give him water, and then that's just it.
Yes, you see, that is why when MBS says Nigerians we have 133 million multi-dimensional poverty. You understand? Okay. This is the result of it. No first aid that will bring him back. A deputy commissioner of police slumped in force headquarters and died. You understand? It's not the first time. It's this one that is captured by the camera. Many are dying because of this. Only God knows the problem he had in his chest.
Or maybe the stress of trying to put the investigation together and all of that. Sometimes people overwork themselves.
Whatever. That is why they are calling increase our wages so that we can work comfortably.
Well, what does wages have to do with this situation, Mr. Gajo? Anyway, that's where that's how much we can take for today. Is
okay. Now, nothing wages has to do with that. What of those who bring?
Are you saying he doesn't have money in his pocket to eat food, or he cannot afford his own meal? That's why he passed out and died like that.
No. Anyways, when you say multi-dimensional, you understand? Okay. It's the nutrient, the sense, the psychology, the intelligence is no longer there. Right. This, you understand? It's only the soul.
Okay, thank you very much for your time today.
Had it been they have given him the water or a Coca-Cola, it will revive.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate you for your time today. Habib Gajo, really appreciate you for your time.
May you so rest in peace
on the show today. Amen. Thank you so much. All right, viewers, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you for calling in. Your calls always add colors to our show. See you again tomorrow. I am Olamide Alhassan. Bye for now.